दोस्तों स्वागत है आपका हमारे इस इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग के तीसरे एपिसोड में। हमारा इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग के ऊपर वीडियो जो है वो हर मंडे सोमवार को शाम में 7 बजे अपलोड हो जाता है। इस वीडियो में हम बात करते हैं इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग के बारे में, उससे रिलेटेड अलग अलग एक्सपर्ट्स के बारे में और टूल्स के बारे में। आज हम बात करेंगे इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग टूल जो कि है अपफ्लुएंस। अपफ्लुएंस एक ऐसी कंपनी है जो कि यूएसए में बेस्ड है और ये थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड लोगों को, यानी जो कंपनीज है, बिजनेसेस है, उनको इन्फ्लुएंसर्स देती है और इन्फ्लुएंसर्स के पास ब्रांड कोलैबोरेशंस लेकर के आती है और दोनों के बीच में एज अ मीडिएटर वर्क करती है। जैसा कि एक प्लेटफॉर्म हो गया जहाँ पर दोनों लोग जो है बात कर सकते हैं, एक दूसरे को कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं और अर्न कर सकते हैं एक दूसरे के लिए। कैंपेन्स वगैरह और सारी चीज़ें जो है वो मैनेज आउट हो जाता है प्लेटफॉर्म, इस अपफ्लुएंस प्लेटफॉर्म पर। अपफ्लुएंस प्लेटफॉर्म के बारे में अगर और अच्छे से आपको जानना है, समझना है, जैसे कि मैंने अपने पिछले वीडियो में इंस्टानेट के बारे में बताया था, तो उसके बारे में तो आप जनरली उसके वेबसाइट पर जा करके लॉगिन वगैरह करके अपनी आईडी क्रिएट करके उसके बारे में आप समझ सकते हैं। लेकिन अपफ्लुएंस के बारे में अगर आपको जानना है तो आपको उनके किसी ना किसी जो है स्टाफ के थ्रू आपको एक मीटिंग शेड्यूल करना होता है। मीटिंग जैसे आप उनके वेबसाइट पे गए, उनके वेबसाइट पे जा करके वहाँ पे जो है मीटिंग शेड्यूल का ऑप्शन आता है। अगर आप प्राइसिंग वगैरह के बारे में जानना चाहते हैं, वहाँ से जा करके आप जो है मीटिंग शेड्यूल कर लीजिए। मीटिंग जैसी आप शेड्यूल कर लेंगे, उसके बाद आप जब मीटिंग होगा वहाँ पे वो अपने पूरे सॉफ्टवेयर का, अपने प्लेटफॉर्म का जो है पूरा डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन वो देते हैं। मैंने इसी तरीके से इस जो इनके स्टाफ है उनके साथ एक मीटिंग शेड्यूल करा और मैंने थोड़ा बहुत काफ़ी हद तक जो है उनके पूरे जो प्लेटफॉर्म है उसको समझा। मुझे काफ़ी अच्छा लगा इनका प्लेटफॉर्म। अभी जो है हम उनके बारे में जानेंगे। मैं आपको अभी वो वीडियो आपके सामने प्ले होगा। अपफ्लुएंस काफ़ी अच्छा एप्लीकेशन है और जो है आप इसको जब देखेंगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा कि बाहर के, आउट ऑफ इंडिया के ही जो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स वही नहीं है, बल्कि यहाँ पे इंडियन इन्फ्लुएंसर्स भी काफ़ी सारे हैं। चलिए हम आगे शुरू करते हैं और देखते हैं कि अपफ्लुएंस का डैशबोर्ड किस तरीके का है और किस तरीके से आप अलग अलग चीज़ें जो है मैट्रिक्स उसके बारे में जान सकते हैं।
First, I'll hop into slideshow presentation just to give you more background about Upfluence. And then on top of that, I'll hop into a demo of the product. And then after that, we can finish with some questions and the pricing. Sweet. Let me share my screen. Can you see this all right?
Yes.
Amazing. So here at Upfluence, we're really helping clients like yourself or the clients you'll be working with unlock the power of influencers and be successful with influencer marketing. We've worked with thousands of clients all over, and we have offices in New York City, LA, and Europe. As you know, social commerce is exploding, and influencer marketing is one of the main ways to advertise this day. So how can we help with influencer marketing? Well, we can actually help in a couple of different ways. The first is we can uncover influential customers, and these are people who are already purchasing from an e-commerce brand that the e-commerce brand might not know about yet, and our technology will surface these people, and they are a lot cheaper to work with, as well as a lot more likely to respond to collaboration. On top of that, we actually have our own database, and it has 7 million plus influencers. And we also have a Chrome plugin tool that you can also upload any influencer that's not already in the database to it if you want those people to work with. We also help with having everything all in one spot, so you can optimize your campaigns. You can manage applications, content creation, shipping orders, invoices, tax forms, all that stuff on the tool. And we make it really easy to understand your return on investment you're getting when tracking posts, so no more screenshots back and forth with an influencer. And on top of that, we integrate directly with PayPal, so you can send payments with one click of a button. And we also have an agency side to our business, so we can help create campaign briefs or email templates when working with influencers as well, if that's of interest. So now I'm going to hop into the tool real fast. So this is the main screen you'll see in the tool, the dashboard. These are the different campaigns you might be running. So you might have a gifting campaign or affiliate marketing campaign. And then these are the engaged influencers. So basically how many influencers you're currently working with in all of your campaigns. We have a direct integration with Shopify, as well as a couple other e-commerce websites, and the integrations are over here. So you can see how much sales you're generating as well as an activity feed of current things that are going on. And the live capture tool, that's kind of that tool I was talking about where if an influencer was to purchase from an e-commerce site, they would pop up so that you would know about them and might want to reach out for collaboration. So now I'll hop in over here. Again, these are the different options to discover influencers, the live capture. And then there's a Chrome extension, and then you can also import a CSV file if you already have, or like an email marketing list, if you already have a bunch of influencers that you've been working with. And then this is our main search tool. So I'll create a new search real fast. And is there any keywords in particular I should do for a search? Like if you're maybe consulting for a specific brand you might think of, or
Yeah, this particular window is for searching out the influencers.
it's searching for what kind of influencers?
No, what are these keywords useful for? What are the use of these keywords?
Yeah, I'll show you. So maybe if you're like consulting for like, let's say, a
For
product that
example, let's take example for I want to run a campaign for a restaurant.
a restaurant, yeah, perfect. So you would type in like foodie, like food, hashtag food, and then maybe like food reviews. And so you could do stuff like that, and then you would click one of your platforms like Instagram, the amount of followers you want the influencers to have. So maybe 10,000 upwards. Make sure they have an email. You can focus the country they're in, and then you can go more into it, the age bracket and
Yes,
other stuff.
it is a search for India.
Yeah, sure, we can do India. So here you can see how many results are populating, and then also the total reach they have across their different platforms, like the following they have, the audience age, and the gender age before you even do the search. You can get more specific, but I'll just show that for now. So when we search the results, we'll start to see the different influencers. It shows how many following they have on the different platforms that they're on, as well as this is their Instagram feed. So you can hover over and see the engagement they're getting. This shows how much percent of their audience is real versus bots. So 90% is better than 82%. And then we can
And
also start.
how does your application calculates this particular real and fake proportion? I mean, are you guys integrated with the soft applications, or is there anything or working behind?
Yeah, it's basically a calculation between the following count they have versus like the engagement they get on all of their posts in total. So that's how we basically give that formula. Then on top of that, you can see the age range and the gender breakdown. So when you start seeing a couple people you want to work with, you can click into them. And then here we'll actually give you even more details. We give you the suggested price too. And the suggested price kind of is how much you like a number you can have in mind before you reach out to an influencer to work with them. So that's up to you. You can still like send a different amount of money in your email or
And
not.
one more question. Who would be the person deciding the price? Is it the mutual negotiation, or there would be any role from your software side also?
Yeah, so
I mean,
the
you guys also take some a portion of this particular amount, or it's just between the client and the influencer?
yeah, it's just between the client and the influencer. So all right, this tool I'm showing you right now, you have to pay for this tool, but after you pay for Upfluence and you get all these features, this price, that's just between the client and the influencer. And the influencer too, it's not an opt-in platform. So you still have to reach out to the influencer. That's why we give you their email. And then this is just a price in mind that we give you just to give you kind of a ballpark of what you should offer them. You could lowball them, or maybe if you really, really want to work with them, you could offer them more than the suggested price. It's up to them at the end of the day, the client, before they reach out. So
And
the influencer,
yeah, you may carry on.
I was just gonna say the influencer didn't like set this price. They didn't come on Upfluence and like type in that number. That's just something we give you for your own information edification, kind of.
You calculate this on the basis of all the campaigns they have run with clients.
Yeah, so these are right over here. That's kind of answers that question, I think, is that these are the brand mentions. So it's how many the brands they've worked with in the past and the effectiveness. And you can see if they're not effective or effective. Does that kind of answer that question or?
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Another thing, how does a influencer knows about your company, and do they is there any particular charge you take from the influencers?
No, we don't take any charge from the influencers. Again, I'll show you the pricing at the end, but you would pay for this tool, the Upfluence tool. So we don't charge influencers anything.
Okay. Okay.
So I'll just highlight too, we give you a compare to similar influencers so you can start to see between this list. We'll give you a grading on which ones are better to work with based on their engagement and return on investment. And you can actually see the months they were popular as well as the engagement rate by the time they publish their content. And then you can also see into like YouTube and other platforms they're on. But basically, after you start creating that list, you can start collecting a couple of people that you think are good fits for you. And maybe if someone's not a good fit, you could hit X. But so after you get a couple people, you'll have click over here. So this is your list, and we will start suggesting people after you have 5 influencers that are similar to the influencers you picked. So after then, you don't really even have to search as often, because we'll start, once you've found those 5 people that really meet your parameters, we'll start suggesting people for you to find. So then after you have your list, you can hop over here. You would upload it to your campaign that you're running. I'll just show you one of these campaigns as an example. So that I created this one for Starbucks. These are the different influencers from that list I uploaded. And then you can basically, click in and send an application form. What that would do is it'd be an email that you're going to send out to the influencer to try and work with them. That'd be the first stage. And we have these merge fields that basically allows you to personalize at scale. So it helps you save a lot of time when trying to work with influencers. We also have a ChatGPT plugin that can help you like write the emails as well as an assistant that can help translate if you need that. So after you send an email, the influencers will basically they'll receive that email and then you can move them through the different stages. We have these email funnels because it might take multiple emails. If you want to work with, let's say 10 influencers, you might need to reach out to 50 or so. And then I'll hop back over. So once you're in,
Question, Zach. For an instance, if I want to communicate with the influencer, or maybe on a video call or a voice call, is that facility available in your app, or do I have to move on to a third-party application?
you would have to, yeah, so you're not able to do that through the app. But you could say in an email, hey, I'd love to chat with you. I can kind of get into, yeah, like you're not able to do that, but you can send an application form that kind of gives them a rundown too of the brand and stuff. I'll hop into that right now, actually. So when you can create these application forms, and here, let me move my screen. So this is what the influencer would see when they're opening an email that you send them. You can add like a monetary payment as well as like products if you have different products to offer them. And you can add like a campaign brief as well as a contract that the influencer can sign. So once they have all that information, the campaign brief will kind of outline what your expectations of them are and what you expect to see from them. Let me see if this one, I can download this one just to show you kind of what it would look like. So this would be a agreement between you and the influencer, and you could put payment information and other stuff like that, publication requirements. And then you can also in the campaign brief talk about the brand you're working with, like the context, what they're gonna receive, your mission, like a mood board of what you want to see and post, the do's and don'ts.
I understood it, man. That is completely fine. And to be honest, this is really awesome. But just I wanted to know, sometimes it's not easy to communicate and negotiate over emails, right? On text basis. That is why we are holding this video call. because maybe there would be some negotiation between us for an instance. So if there is something I want to talk to the influencer, I want to communicate in much better way. So is there any possibility of having a at least chatting option or video call?
There unfortunately is no option to do that yet, but
Is any of these options coming in future?
so we have a section inside the app. I don't think that's coming as of yet, but you can put feedback, and in this feedback page, you suggest it, and then in the like we have the launch page too to show how many suggestions we've actually made for customers that recommended stuff. So we actually do
Okay.
make a lot of the stuff if you suggest it and you really want it.
I got it. I got it. And for instance, for example, if I ask to an influencer to have a Zoom meeting with me, is that fine with your with the policies of your software?
Of course, yeah, it's all up to you to do whatever you want basically with the influencers. Again, like we're not an opt-in platform, so the influencers are not opted into our platform. They're just we just give you a tool to help find them. So you're able to do whatever you want. You can email them and say, hey, I'd love to hop on a call.
The whole concept of what I am grasping from this small demo of you is that the whole concept of this software is to to create a connection with the influencers, and then to provide a platform for resolving all the analysis and doing all the metrics in a much easier way, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you can carry on.
Yeah. I'll just show like another quick feature or two, but you're totally right. So there's actually this drafting page, and an influencer can use it to upload their content before it goes live, and they can put in, their caption. And then on your side, what you would see is it would show up in this portal. You can either accept or deny, and you can actually add a comment too, like, hey, I think the coffee is not enough in the focus. We need more emphasis on the coffee, or whatever it is. Or you could say, hey, that's great, and accept it. That feature is really useful too. And then on top of that, we have a performance tool
Okay,
to,
only after I will accept it, that photo or that campaign will be live on the social media, right?
yeah, that specific post too.
Okay.
Not the each influencer, we think of a campaign as like multiple posts from all the influencers, whereas like that'd be like one specific post. You can go in and manage the different influencers you're working with post, if that makes sense, right?
You are trying to say that I can manage each of the posts, right, by the influencer.
Yeah.
Either we talk about the story or reels or the general post or a carousel, anything.
They can upload different kinds of media, so it could be the stories and stuff as well. Yeah, I was saying I think of we think of a campaign as basically all the influencers you're working with, all 40. Whereas I was just saying you can go in one by one to each influencer and approve their content before it goes live. So so it gives you more control basically. So on this page, you'll be able to see your whole campaign as a whole between all the influencers, the earned media value and engagement, the times they're posting. And then you can order by date, or you can order by total engagement as well to see which coffee content is doing the best if you're a coffee brand or something like that. And then you can see which ones are getting the most views and likes. And then we also have a social listening tool. So you can start to see basically what your competitors are doing compared to you. And so if you're tracking other brands, you can start to see here, I can switch it to the Starbucks one. You can start to see what Dunkin' Donuts is doing, or like other coffee brands if you were Starbucks, to see if you should improve your posts. And we track that by hashtags. So you can check what your competitors are doing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll show you, wait, one other thing too, real fast. So you can actually have the ability to send products as well to influencers. So they can, in their portal too, if you want to gift them the product for them to take the screenshot before they post it, they can actually select the different product they want, and they can select the different, size or color. You can add those different options, makes it super easy rather than going back and forth in emails like, hey, do you want this orange coffee? Like, what size do you want? They can easily just look at the options and click and select, and you can.
And Is there any barter system also?
Do what?
Do you know barter system?
Barter system?
Yeah, it's basically that I am getting the service on behalf of, I'm sending some of my product to the person instead of paying them.
Yeah, you can do that. You can offer, like I was kind of saying in that application form, here you can offer like a product instead of paying them.
Okay,
And the,
okay.
and the influencer can go in and accept that offer, or like they can actually type back, hey, I want more products. I'm not gonna, that doesn't cut it.
Okay,
So,
sure.
so that's most of the tool. There's a lot more to it can do, but those are some of the main features. I can hop into the pricing now, unless you have any other questions.
No, that was I guess a small but a concise brief of your product. तो दोस्तों ये था अपफ्लुएंस का डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन। अगर आप इस टूल के बारे में और अच्छे से जानना चाहते हैं तो आप इनके साथ मीटिंग शेड्यूल कर सकते हैं इनके वेबसाइट पर जाकर। अगर आप इंग्लिश अच्छे से बोल पाते हैं, समझ पाते हैं, तो आपके लिए आप आसानी से उनसे मीटिंग करके आप चीज़ों को कर पाएंगे और अच्छे से इस टूल के बारे में जान पाएंगे। चाहे आप एक इन्फ्लुएंसर हो, चाहे आप एक इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग एजेंसी रन करने वाले पर्सन को। चलिए इसकी प्राइसिंग पे देख लेते हैं। प्राइसिंग इनकी आ रही है, ग्रोथ की प्राइसिंग है इनकी $995 पर मंथ। स्केल की 1650 एंटरप्राइजेस की। तो अलग अलग प्राइसिंग से आपको देखने को मिल रहा होगा। सीट्स आप देख रहे होंगे, यानी एक ही पर्सन इसको मैनेज कर सकता है। स्केल में 5, एंटरप्राइजेस में 25%। अगर आप मैनेजर हैं और आप जो है थोड़ा सा डाउन लेवल पे, यानी आपका स्मॉल इंडस्ट्री है, अभी आपने जो स्टार्ट कर रहा है, फर्स्ट स्टेप है, तो आई वुड सजेस्ट कि आप ग्रोथ वाले के साथ जाए। हालांकि मैंने इनसे बात किया था और मैंने इनको बोला था कि भाई क्योंकि मैं इंडियन हूँ तो क्या आप मुझे कुछ डिस्काउंट दे पाएंगे। तो उन्होंने कहा कि हाँ बिल्कुल, हम कोशिश करते हैं। तो होपफुली अगर जैसे कि मुझे जो है, मैं तो अपफ्लुएंस का यूज़ नहीं करता अभी के लिए। मैं अलग अलग मेथड यूज़ करता हूँ इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग के लिए, तो उसके बारे में मैं कभी और किसी और वीडियो में बात करूँगा। लेकिन अगर आप अपफ्लुएंस का यूज़ कर सकते हैं तो इनका प्रॉपर है और आप उनसे बात करके और अच्छी जो है प्राइसिंग ले सकते हैं। तो दोस्तों ये सा जो है इनका पूरा अपफ्लुएंस के बारे में। आने वाली वीडियो में हम और भी इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग टूल्स के बारे में जानेंगे, समझेंगे, इसी तरीके से डेमोन्स्ट्रेशंस देखेंगे। मेरे हिसाब से अपफ्लुएंस को मैं जो है अगर 5 आउट ऑफ मार्क्स दूँ तो 5 आउट ऑफ 4 मार्क्स मैं ज़रूर दूंगा। क्योंकि सबसे पहली बात जो है, इनका ये जो प्राइस है, सबसे पहला पॉइंट है कि फ्री नहीं है, प्राइसिंग वाला है। तो इनका जो प्राइस है वो 1 टाइम है, यानी कि वो इस पर मंथ चार्ज से जो है आपको प्रॉपर आपको इनका पूरा प्लेटफॉर्म आपको मैनेज करने को मिल रहा है। अगर आप ग्रोथ वाले के साथ जाते हैं और आपको जो है ये लोग जो इन्फ्लुएंसर्स है उससे कोई पैसे डिडक्ट नहीं करते हैं और आपसे भी कोई हिडन चार्जेस वगैरह ये लोग नहीं रखते। तो ये 1 टाइम पेमेंट है। अगर आप अच्छा खासा इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग में ही जाना चाहते हैं, एजेंसी उसकी रन कर रहे हैं, तो आप इस टूल को जो है यूज़ कर सकते हैं। सेकेंड, इसका जो पॉइंट है कि मैट्रिक्स ईजी टू अंडरस्टैंड है, बहुत ज़्यादा कॉम्प्लिकेशंस नहीं है। साथ ही साथ इन्फ्लुएंसर्स काफ़ी सारे हैं। काफ़ी सारे इन्फ्लुएंसर्स होने के साथ जो है आपके पास वैरायटी बहुत सारी मिल जाती है। आपके पास 5,000 से 10,000 से लेकर छोटे से लेकर बड़ा इन्फ्लुएंसर भी आपको यहाँ पे मिल रहा है। तो आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा जो है ये हेल्पफुल टूल है। अगर आप किसी इन्फ्लुएंसर को मैनेज कर रहे हो, उसके लिए ब्रांड्स देख रहे हैं, तो सबसे अच्छी बात है यहाँ पर इस टूल पर आपको बड़े बड़े ब्रांड्स जो है वो मिल रहे हैं। अच्छी खासी जो एक्सेसिबिलिटी मिल रही है, जहाँ पे आप ब्रांड्स को पर्सनली मैसेज करते हैं, ईमेल करते हैं, तो वहाँ पे आपको जल्दी रिप्लाई नहीं आता। लेकिन आप अपफ्लुएंस के थ्रू आपको अच्छी खासी एक्सेसिबिलिटी मिल सकती है और ब्रांड्स आप ब्रांड्स के नज़र में विजिबल हैं, आपकी विजिबिलिटी बढ़ जाती है। तो आई वुड सजेस्ट कि अगर आप एक इन्फ्लुएंसर है तो आप इस टूल को ज़रूर ट्राई करें। अगर आप डिजिटल मार्केटिंग एजेंसी वाले हैं और इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग एजेंसी वाले हैं और आपका बजट अच्छा खासा है, ये अराउंड $995 का है, तो आई वुड सजेस्ट कि 80,000 90,000 तो कहीं नहीं गया, इसके बीच में ही होगा। तो आप देख सकते हैं, आपके लिए भी अच्छा है। तो मेरे हिसाब से तो 4 आउट ऑफ 5 है, क्योंकि बहुत अच्छा मैट्रिक्स है। प्राइसिंग थोड़ी सी ज़्यादा है, इसलिए मैंने 1 मार्क्स इनका डिडक्ट किया, अदरवाइज टूल बहुत ही ज़्यादा अच्छा है। आने वाली वीडियो में हम और भी चीज़ों के बारे में और भी टूल्स के बारे में बात करेंगे। अगर आपके माइंड में कोई डाउट हो, कोई सवाल हो, तो कमेंट ज़रूर कीजिएगा, वीडियो को लाइक कर दीजिएगा अगर पसंद आया हो, और चैनल ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब कर लीजिएगा, क्योंकि इसी तरह इन्फ्लुएंसर मार्केटिंग की तरह हम आने वाली वीडियोस में और भी कई चीज़ों के बारे में बात करेंगे। तब तक के लिए नमस्ते।